Every spiritually awakened person eventually hits this moment. You look around and realize the people who once felt close don't feel close anymore. Conversations feel shallow, friendships feel distant, and suddenly you're wondering, why am I the one drifting away? But what you're feeling isn't rejection, it's redirection. Because when your spirit wakes up, God doesn't just open your eyes, He narrows your circle. Spiritual awakening changes your frequency. When you become spiritually awake, your spirit shifts, but not everyone around you shifts with you. And that's where the separation begins. You stop laughing at the same things. You stop wanting the same conversations. You stop craving the same environments. It's not that you're better than anyone. It's that you're different now. Your spirit is operating at a higher frequency, and people who aren't growing with you can't connect with you the same way. This is why spiritually awake people often feel misunderstood, because most people only relate to who you were, not who you're becoming. And Jesus made this clear when He said, "My sheep hear my voice." Not everyone will recognize the new direction God is pulling you in, because not everyone can hear what you hear. As your spirit rises, every relationship built on the old you starts falling apart, because your awakening exposes who was only connected to your past. God separates you to protect your growth. One of the first things God does when your spirit wakes up is pull you away from the people who can't go where He's taking you. And at first, it feels harsh. It feels like abandonment. It feels like everyone is leaving at the exact moment you need connection the most. But spiritually awake people learn this truth fast. Some friendships aren't removed, they're revealed. When God starts elevating your spirit, He exposes who was draining you, distracting you, or keeping you spiritually asleep. This is why doors close. This is why people fade. This is why certain conversations suddenly feel uncomfortable. It's not rejection, it's protection. And the Bible backs this up. What fellowship can light have with darkness? 2 Corinthians 6:14. Not everyone is meant to walk with you once God turns the light on in your spirit. Even Jesus stepped away from the crowd when it was time for something greater. Separation isn't punishment, it's preparation. Your awakening exposes what others aren't ready to face. When your spirit wakes up, you start seeing things clearly. Motives, intentions, patterns, spiritual heaviness. Things you used to ignore suddenly stand out. But here's the part most people don't talk about. Your clarity makes some people uncomfortable, not because you did anything wrong, but because your growth confronts what they're avoiding. People who prefer comfort over transformation will distance themselves from someone who's actually changing. Your maturity threatens their stagnation. Your conviction exposes their compromise. Your light reveals their shadows. This is why spiritually awake people often lose friends without any real conflict. Your presence alone becomes a mirror. And Jesus hinted at this when He said, "Everyone who does evil hates the light and will not come into the light for fear that their deeds will be exposed." John 3:20. You didn't push them away. Your awakening did. Awakening shifts your desires. Not everyone can follow. When you become spiritually awake, the things you crave begin to change. Drama doesn't entertain you anymore. Gossip feels heavy. Surface-level conversations drain you. You start craving depth, honesty, purpose, peace. But most friendships are built on shared desires, not shared destiny. So when your desires shift, the connection shifts with it. You stop fitting into places that once felt comfortable. You stop enjoying things you used to tolerate. You stop pretending conversations are meaningful when they're not. And here's the truth. Your spirit will naturally disconnect from anything your future can't sit with. The Bible shows this pattern clearly. Set your mind on things above, not on earthly things. Colossians 3:2. When your mind shifts upward, your relationships shift upward too. And anyone who's not moving with you can't stay connected to you. God reduces your circle to strengthen your calling. When God wakes your spirit up, He isn't just changing you, He's preparing you. And preparation always involves separation, because some people were placed in your life for a season, not a calling. Some friendships were meant to comfort the old you, not build the new you. Some voices can't stay because they would talk you out of what God is trying to talk you into. Spiritually awake, people often walk with smaller circles because God needs your attention clear, your spirit focused, and your heart guarded. Even in Scripture, every person God called, Moses, Joseph, David, Paul, was separated before they were elevated. Isolation wasn't punishment. It was God's way of shaping their purpose. Many are called, but few are chosen. Matthew 22:14. That few becomes even fewer when your spirit wakes up. You don't have fewer friends because something is wrong with you. You have fewer friends because God is making your calling clearer. So if your circle feels smaller, if people are drifting, if you feel like you're walking this path alone, maybe you're not losing friends. Maybe God is clearing the noise so you can finally hear Him. Because when God separates you, He's preparing to elevate you. If this spoke to your spirit, drop the word awake in the comments so this message reaches more people. Save this video, share it with someone who needs it, and follow for the next message. What God does after the separation might shock you.